Well, okay. So, how you should menu explain? Okay, today's video is called "What is about California?" Okay, now we just want to make another video about California. Well, it's because YouTube moved my video about the video about my city, Ontario, California. So it just means I have to do another video about the whole state. But this time I'm gonna make a video about the whole state of California instead. Instead of just my home city, Ontario. I'm gonna talk about the whole state of California instead. Okay, as a whole. Okay, and that's going to be doing this time. So yeah, today's video is called "What is about California?" Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I did try to do the appeal, but the appeal got rejected. As you can see right here. So I have to put this in another website. It just means I'll put this video on another website later. But this time I'm gonna be doing is make another video about California. So because that's off now, I'm gonna make another video about California. So I want to talk about why do I live in California, okay? Because California is the state I live in. Now, I was born in Oregon in 1994, and my family moved to California in 1998. Now, I love California, but we have to learn something here, okay? You know, but people will be thinking, right? Why do I live in a state? But why am I, as a Christian, living in a state with a bunch of liberals and homosexuals and abortionists? Well, that's because that's where I was raised. Okay, I was raised in California as a Bible-believing Christian. Okay, is anything wrong with that? You know, and you think everybody in California are atheists? There's Christians here in California. You know, not needs and why that and needs and why I know I'm against abortion and I live in California is because I go to church. Okay, and sing with sodomy. Okay, I go to church, but my church told me to hate communism. Okay, and sodomy and abortion. Okay, that's what my church told me. Okay, you will learn this from going to church. Okay, and there are churches, and there's a lot of good churches and there's a lot of good churches and also not so great churches here in California. When you believe the Bible, you should stick with it. Now, a lot of people think that California is doomed because the crimes and drugs, and also the homeless people. But, let me tell you something, okay? People do crime over the world, okay? And people do drugs over the world too, okay? And plus, there's homeless people over the world, okay? I know most of the homeless people in the U.S. is here in California, but let me tell you something, okay? People are homeless over the world, okay? And there's nothing they can do about it. And if you know about being murdered in California, well, first of all, murder happens. So people get murdered over the world, okay? And there's nothing you can do about it, okay? Because it happens over the world, okay? So stop worrying about the bad things that are happening in California, because bad things happen everywhere, okay? What I'm talking about is the site. I've been talking about what's been happening in California. You know, because of course, it's not something that's the problem. Also, abortion. Yeah, and I know abortion happens over the world too, and I know abortion is murder, because they're just taking. Because I know they're killing an innocent baby, and that's not good. And it's because their parents don't want to have a baby, and plus they say that's their, and they said, and here's what their stupid thing, what they would say, this stupid answer. Look, they would say, my body, my choice. Well, that's stupid, because you're not giving the baby a choice to live. When you have abortion, that's my answer. You're only doing is giving yourself a choice, and that's it. So no, it's not pro-choice. Abortion is pro-death. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, God is the only pro-life and pro-choice. Okay? And the baby inside your womb, inside your body, well, first of all, the baby is not your body, okay? The baby inside your body is not your body at all, okay? At all. It's not. But, but that's what they believe here anyway. And they want to believe, and I know they don't want to, they want to believe the baby inside the womb is not alive. But, but what they also believe, that they also believe there's life on Mars and Venus and other planets. And moons. And also moons as well. And I know that's not good at all, But but look, abortion happens over the world, okay? And so is sodomy, okay? This. So, here it is. And you're about Hollywood as well. First of all, I know that Hollywood is wicked, okay? But there's nothing I can do about it, okay? And then it doesn't mean, well, so you might be thinking, you might think about me moving out of California. First of all, I don't want to move out of California, okay? I'm staying here, okay? I'm staying here in California. And here's why I'm staying in California. It's because California needs more Christians, not less, okay? And this is what I try to do. I'll do what I can to fix California, but because I live in California, okay? And you don't like that, then go away and leave me alone. That's all I'm gonna say about that, okay? I love California, and the best thing to do is to change. And we can try to do is, if you don't like the way California is, the best thing to do is to fix it. The best we can anyway. I believe the Bible, okay? And we can preach the gospel here in California. You have freedom of speech here in California. I know that living in California is expensive, okay? You just have to save your money in order to live here, that's all. And is it that hard to save money? And it's not just getting a good job. Yeah, getting a good job is part of that, but you also have to save your money. And that's what you have to do, okay? Saving money is most important, okay? Why do you do something, okay? Look, saving your money is the best thing you can do when you're working, okay? At a job, okay? And when you're paying bills, okay? It doesn't have to be just California, it could be any state. But I'm talking about California, And plus, it's the only minority of California. It's only the minority of people that will get saved here in California. I know, and I know people get tired of Californians to move to other states. I guess like Arizona, Oregon, I guess Colorado, and Texas, Utah. And there might be some people moving to. I guess there might be some Californians moving to Nevada as well. No, there might be some Californians moving to Colorado as well. I know there's a few people protesting on expensive gas prices a few years ago. But that's something I can't handle, so. Here's the California flag, okay? It says California Republic, and it's the California grizzly bear. I even have one. Right here. See? I also have a heart one. Oh, and I have this one. It says here, the West is the best. Oh, and I also have a California Republic snow globe. See? Oh, and if you wanna make it snow on the grizzly bear, what I'll do is to do this. You have to make it go upside down. Okay, and you have to turn it back up. And you can see now you can see now it's snowing on the grizzly bear. So yeah, it's a pretty neat. Yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty neat snow globe. It's a pretty neat California snow globe. So I have a lot of things that represents, California, you know. And plus the California grizzly bear, now in PTC, grizzly bears is just another kind of bear, brown bears, and bears are one of God's creatures, So yeah, having a God, having a bear on our flag, it's just one of God's creatures, And I know the California grizzly bear is extinct, but we do have other grizzly bears, in some other states in the U.S. I think we have, and I think like I think in the north side, I think in the north side of the U.S. And I think also there's also some grizzly bears in Alaska. Yeah. You know. So yeah, California curses. The drought-stricken state need rain, but it came in a deluge. So I can read this article about California's curses. So why? So you may think it right. God has been cursing California, right? Well, it's because God did not like the wicked things that has been happening here in California. That's why there's been rain, but sometimes there's also wildfires in California. But there's not just wildfires. There's also volcanoes here in California. Like so there's Long Valley Caldera, which is half as big as Yellowstone. You see, let me see. See what kind of volcanoes California has. And no, I don't know how often the volcanoes erupt here in California. Let's take a look at the volcanoes in California. Okay, I'll take a look. We can take a look at the volcanoes in California too. Just in case you want to know about that too, okay? Because California does have volcanoes, Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll show the volcanoes in California so they can know about that too. Okay. So here it is. Mount Shasta, Medicine Lake volcano, Lesson Volcanic Center, Clear Lake Volcanic Field, and here's Long Valley Volcanic Region. That is a volcano. Castle Volcanic Field. Yeah, I'll be hitting craters. And there's Sultan Butts. Yeah, and there's Soda Lakes volcano in Nevada. So, so yeah, how many volcanoes in California? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, 8 volcanoes in California. Yeah, well, I'm not counting Soda Lakes because Soda Lakes volcano is in Nevada. So yeah, it makes 8 volcanoes in California. Yeah, I know that's a lot. That is a lot of volcanoes, but but that's how California is, and California's mostly a desert. So yeah, we have wildfires, earthquakes, we have rain sometimes, and droughts. But you can see California also has volcanoes. Yeah, and you can read about them too, you know. But let's first read about this California's curses, okay? So the drought has been speaking of the need of rain, but it came to a deluge. Okay, so so after 5 years of drought, massive rainstorms hit parts of northern California in February. But this in parts, okay, so February in February 2017, right? Yeah, because this is May 2017, and it's 2024 right now. The precipitation brought us needed relief, the driest period of 165-year recorded history. Yet some what it seemed to be long withhold blessing become a curse. The rainwater caused in Lake Oroville Reservoir level to rise more than 50 feet in more days. Engineers opened a dam's spillway and prevent water flowing 7 feet of a dam, and nation's tallest spillway 3,000 feet, and channel leading to the Feather River below, way to disrepair, and over crushing a 350-foot crater into it, allowing water to spill out uncontrollably and erode earth beneath it. Okay, at this point, operators face a dire situation. If a man's spillway remained open, the earth beneath it would continue to erode back into the reservoir. This could cause the spillway barrier to collapse, unleashing 30-foot tidal wave from the reservoir. They decided to close main spillway array to the emergency spillway and earthing channel and holding basin, which have been used in dam's 48-year history. And the emergency spillway eroding faster than expected, aware that a potential threat. And state of the evacuation of 1,800,000 residents in the floodplain below the dam. By then, through the spillways and lowered reservoir levels. Rain stopped workers and repaired the damage before rainstorms arrived. And you can learn about Nisi. And then you can read about California's wildfires as well. Okay, and good. Okay, that's the four. And they decided, okay, Okay, and they decided to spill over in Channel, holding base in WS in 48-year history. Okay, Mercy. Okay. Spewing faster than expected. Aware an eventual threat. Authorities quickly more than 18,000 residents. Living in the floodplain below the dam. By then, water release in spillways has lowered reservoir levels and made us stop a pair advantage before more rainstorms arrived. The dramatic footage of the enormous dam, gushing 100,000 cubic feet of water per second, and especially anticipated a catastrophic flood affecting Californians in three counties, made a front page news. People worldwide learned about everything that's been repaired. Dam represented, and political bickering where been a investigation built. The decades of American bloom, and then potentially the situation of Oroville, and this is 100,000 dams that need repair. Before paying its budget to it is issued, as Astro God has been planned. Of course, many say God doesn't exist. He plays a direct role in destructive phenomena and droughts and floods and wildfires, earthquakes, and other phenomena that's affected America, especially California. And they insist that problems here affect freedom, affects of human choice. But our California's problems have been stents. They have to be fixed by improved human choices. Do you believe in God, and who actually influenced events of the world? And you could have provided gentle due to the season, relieve California's scorching desertification, jeopardizing this dam. For this matter, he could have prevented its starting drought happening in the first place. He does not care about such matters. But California shows he does care. In 2003, Trump editor Chief Brigadier asked, "California is under a curse?" And on his article he wrote, God does punish us with normal disasters. He referred back to it, and he wrote a decade prior, he said, and one disaster, another thing striking California. These city disasters were pointedly labeled the worst ever, and these disasters have struck California for the past few years, and as if the state is under a curse, and this article is trending today as ever. And we've seen this today, but rather disasters, warnings from God, that cites the people at attention. The God of the Bible is not important. Well, it feels the importance of sort of flood and also saw the drought in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 22 and then chapter 11, verse 17. And sometimes we need to bold say the same time of order and the great power and all the joy rain for you, and you have thought of 3 months of the harvest. I caused the rain upon one city, and it caused not to rain upon another city one piece. Rain puts rain upon, and upon rain has been withered. Amos chapter 4, verse 7. Notice this. Raging on God is since a drought. Another region floods, and this happened right before harvest time. Why? God causes the haven't returned to him in verse 8. Amos is trying to help us to see connection between extreme weather, upsets human sin, and it comes to book of why natural disasters. Extreme weather events were going to worsen parallel worsening out of California partisanship, emissions and budgets, but our sins. Prophecy shows that intensify. We simply don't have intelligence time cubic. Let's go at them all. An increasing volume and pressure of environmental disasters and damn human effort. Many people are floodplain and finally evaluate whether there might be a God after all, and then the religious. And the non-religious alike would be fatally asking, if there is a God, why is letting this happen to us? California, from 5 years of crisis drought to devastating floods in mere days, it's time to start asking why natural disasters. And this was talk about dragon wildfires. I'll show you. The fast-changing natural world is some things that California fire officials are alive count on pretty climate-driven wildfires, increasing the size of any new places. And this is this war. It seems California is losing billions of split to combat fires. They are alarming property loss. The dashboard updated daily large checks of the California wildfires, currently engulfing parts of the state, along with historical context showing that more destructive widespread wildfires today compared to decades past, and instruction of dashboards sent to us. You see? And here, what causes wildfires? As you'd expect, in many ways. Since 2008, wildfires are caused by lightning strikes and destroy cost 7 million acres of land, and followed by 2 million acres destroyed by human causes, and not causing too many acres due to malfunction of public infrastructure. Now, lightning strikes can cause damage for both of the states, or the decisions of the dates of 2020. The states will strike the floods of the cost burn, and massive volcanic strikes unite at a state at the same time, destroying millions of acres. I'm making a state of this destroying of this solid smoke in weeks. People can start wildfires intentionally through arson or intentionally through a quick equipment mishap, an intentional campfire. That's the third largest wildfire in 2008. Whereas the Camplex fire was caused by sparks to hammer and grow consume 46,000 acres. Now, finally, power companies such as PG&E can cause destructive wildfires through the delayed maintenance of power transmission, the use of equipment and power lines due to bad weather. For example, a 2018 Camp Fire, the most deadly destructive record which PG&E have found liable in its cause. And investigators are reliable to determine a cause of wildfires. Since 2008, large wildfires have burned 3.7 million acres of land. Either investigation, I called it Cal Fires, a report and determined. Okay. So that's wildfires. Okay. Now I know California. I know the non-California has been calling California just Cali, but I heard there's a lot of Californians don't like people calling California just Cali. I know that's what I've been learning about. Well, if that's true, well, first of all, Cali is just a short name for California. You know, and plus California in Spanish is just California. What about California's mother? Well, I can tell you what California is an abbreviation in another language. What about Mandarin? Okay, California in short in Mandarin is Jiaozhou, and then the long name would be Jollyphonia. Or California. Okay? Yeah, that's how to say, I think that's I heard that's the two ways to say the word California in Mandarin. You know. Or you can say, or you can say the word or you can say it's the word California in Chinese, but I just call it Mandarin because there's more than one Chinese language anyway. I'll get to that some other time. Anyway, so here it is. California has active and hazardous volcanoes. Well, let's learn about this, okay? Because we can learn about volcanoes, right? Yeah, okay. Then rankings issued by the U.S. Geological Survey, California has in 15 volcanic centers, low, moderate, high, and very high threat. So California hosts every type of volcano that's hazardous to people and property. The pretend a volcano erupts. Instead of or explosive volume of lava and location event, the eruption of duration of local hydraulic water conditions, severity of the hazard generally decreases or distance the volcano vent. Okay, threat rankings issued by the U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, for California identify 15 volcanic centers of low, moderate, high, or very high threat. USGS California Volcano Observatory, CalVO, is responsible for setting potential hazards. And shorted of these watch list of civil authorities and timely information about and affecting the volcanic history. Affecting volcanic activity. Yeah, right here it says locations very high in threat of California surface indicate volcanoes erupted for the last 3,500 years, and triangle colors indicate red status. Yeah, well, probably a little bit more than that because because I know 5,000 years ago there was a global flood. Anyway, that made these volcanoes. At least 7 California volcanoes: Medicine Lake Volcano, Mount Shasta, Lassen Volcanic Center, Clear Volcanic Field, Long Valley Volcanic Region, Castle Volcanic Field, and Salted Buddies. Well, I don't know if there's 7. I see 8. But I could be wrong. Oh yeah, because they're not counting the UBHB craters. Okay. Well, that's fine. Eventually, a rock magma emit their roots reaching the past of indicates erupting again in the future. The types of volcanic hazards can vote upon the specific volcano and the type of eruption. Explosive eruptions are both destructive and life-threatening. Explosive volcanic eruptions blast lava fragments, timber, and gas into the air with tremendous force of a volcanic event. And the finest particles, called volcanic ash, approach towards forming eruption column and attain stratospheric height of minutes. Simultaneously, volcanic gas is ignited as ash chunks of lava and speed down to the flanks of the volcano as a fantastic flow, but ballistics of solid rock and potentially molten lava crashing down around the vent. Ash has been erupted cloud and carried by prevailing winds, and may remain submerged hundreds for sending into the ground as ash fall. Elusive eruptions can be destructive and typically not life-threatening. During less energetic defense eruptions, hot fluid lava may issue the volcano as lava flows, but they can cover miles in a single day. Alternatively, a single plunge of cooler, virtually solidifying lava may push through the crack of effusive eruption, creating a lava dome. A growing lava dome may become so steep that it collapses, releasing plastic flows and potentially as hazardous as those produced during explosive eruptions. Volcanoes can be hazardous even when not erupting. During after an explosive and effusive eruption, volcanic hazards are still concerned as stable ground, noxious gas emissions, intense heat, and from versus steep vents. And hot springs are dangerous. Loose volcanic debris on the flanks of the volcano is debilitated by heavy rainfall and melting snow and ice, forming powerful floods and mud of rock. Lohars resembling rivers and red concrete, and these can rush down valleys and steam channels, destroying roads and bridges and carrying away entire buildings. Yeah. Volcanic hazard maps are from informed planning and decision making. Geologists produce volcanic hazard zone maps assist low investigation of hazard that many occur during an eruption. USGS produced maps of some, but not all. California is moderate to very high threat volcanoes. It is important to remember that hazard zone maps are dynamic of geologic research progresses. Existing maps are updated, and additional detail of new maps are created. Alright, so this is about California's hazardous volcanoes. So, interesting. Yes, it is true. God is upset at California. I'll try to do what I can to fix California, but it isn't going to be easy, okay? So yes, I'm staying in California because California needs more Christians, not less. Okay? Now, I will visit other states here in the U.S., and I will visit other countries as well. But my state, where I'll be living in, is California. Okay? And plus, if you got a problem with that, just go away on your own. Okay? That's my answer, okay? You don't like me, then don't watch my videos, okay? That's my answer, okay? Because I know I love California, okay? And I'll try to fix California the best I can, okay? And also fix this country, the United States of America, okay? I can't say about other countries, but I'm talking about my home country, California. I talk about my home country, United States of America, and also this state, California, as well. Okay? I know the natural disasters like rain storms and earthquakes and wildfires, and also volcanoes in California. So, it's just that tells me that God's upset at California. And I'll try to, now I don't know how to do soul winning, but I'm trying to get people saved here on YouTube. So, right now I'm going to Cavershop, Ontario, which is the church that reads the New King James. But, people have been saying about me going to First Works Baptist Church, which is only in Anaheim. Well, I live in the city of Ontario, anyway, so. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll go to that church when I become independent, but right now I'm going to Cavershop, Ontario with my parents, because that's the church they chose to go to anyway. Okay, it's not that bad. But I try to read you information about California. Okay, because, I live in California. And I'm not saying that California is one of the best places to live here in the U.S., okay? Yeah, I would tell you, don't move to California, okay? Stay in your state, okay? Because, California might be not a good place for you to live, not be a good place for you, okay? Yeah, I know there's other states better than California, but I don't know those states very well. That's why I'm staying in California, okay? And, that's what I'm going to be doing, okay? Living in California. Because that's the only way I can do. If I gotta fix California, I gotta stay living in California, hopefully I can try to make California a better place for Christians. And also, you know, in the future. But it won't be easy. So, yeah, I know. Hopefully, you can make California a better place for people, and Christians, That's why. I might need some help on that, but, the best I can. Anyway, I'll try to get safe according to the Bible, okay? Because I know, I believe the Bible, okay? The point of false religion is to damn souls to hell. The way to go to heaven is to believe our Lord Jesus Christ. Salvation is by faith alone, and grace in Jesus Christ alone. And once you're saved by He is the truth, and yet you can't lose your salvation. As you say, the reason that salvation is easy to do is believe in Jesus Christ for salvation. And I'll be talking about next video. Well, anyway, you know about that already. It's about what's about it's about racism. I'll talk about that. You probably already have that video up on YouTube anyway. So let's hope this video shows you what the Bible. So hope this video talks about. Hope this video. I'll tell you about what the Bible says about California. Okay. I believe the Bible, and God is my ultimate authority. I'm trying to be on God's side. The state of California is not on God's side, but But there's nothing to do with that anyway. Okay, and I'll talk about racism next video. Okay, so anyway, I have to go right now. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.